So, last time, I think, we our little journey began in an airship as you guys were flying over the skies of Denova. You were flying close to a crater, which you was being led. You were having an expedition led by let's see, that was Blair, right? Blair
Well, yes.
Claremont. You were leading the expedition out to this crater, but as you got closer, you noticed something odd. This glowing purple, kind of like pulsating light. And upon further inspection, and you got closer, it seemed to react to your airship and shoot out almost like a defensive kind of energy beam that blasted through the hull of your airship and sent you tumbling, crashing to the ground. You all managed to survive that, but the airship is not doing so great. The pilot staying behind to kind of try his best to get this thing airworthy again so you can get out of there, as you all decided to go on and explore the cave and maybe what made that pulsating light. So you all kind of descended down throughout the crater and eventually came to what looked like the ruins of some kind of old... I think this is the wrong scene. Anyway, you managed to come down to what looked like the beginnings of some kind of ruins, and that's where you saw someone fleeing from these monsters that were chasing them. It looked like a small girl running and screaming, and as she took shelter, you all had what was essentially your first battle with this big one-eyed... I can't remember what they're called in Final Fantasy, but they kind of... There's like the one-eyed thing with the wings on it. It's obviously inspired by that. Aramons or something.
Aramon, evil eye, one eye, insert name here.
Yeah.
Usually the Aramon.
That word right there.
Let's call him Craig.
And a bunch of and a bunch of these kind of mechanical Alonian trooper suits that had reanimated, basically just from like an infusion of magic, which you did manage to put down. And a lot of this, what we've been going through, we're playing the press start, so it's taking its time and kind of showing the rules as we go. So we're kind of drip feeding and learning just so that the system kind of makes sense. But is there anything that you'd like to remind us individually about your characters, what they're doing, what their motivations are, and or anything you want to bring up?
Blair is currently trying to find a long lost harp that belonged to the kingdom that has ties to the... what's the word for... ancestors of her and her family, and who apparently caused said calamity of this kingdom. But she's trying to get it so she can prove to her dad that he should trust her when taking part in this current or upcoming war. I don't remember which one. Also, two things that I remember specifically because I thought they were very interesting is that Blair has admiration for Cassandra, but Cassandra has admiration and mistrust of Blair.
Oh,
Yes.
right. Yes. One of the things we did in the first round was create bonds with one another throughout the party, which is like it's a mechanical part of Fabula Ultima, but it did lead to some interesting dynamics as we develop them. Also, I think one thing that is... who was it? Cassandra. Was it you that had a mentor or something that you were looking for?
Yes.
Yes.
The mentor was now the leader of the bad guys, essentially. And also the sister of who was going to be my husband, but he fucking cocked it because it was either her or him, and I chose her because he told me to choose her.
JRPGs.
Right. Edgar is a kid who should not be here, but is.
I have a gun!
Yeah!
Anything else about Edgar? That's kind of his character.
Yeah. That's pretty good for right now, yeah.
And Levine. Levine is our... you had a fun term for her, but what's
Avril
her
Lavigne.
deal? Avril Lavigne from Amorica.
Yeah, from Morca. Which is funny.
He
'cause
was a
the
skater boy.
is Canadian. So, yeah, she's a fallen princess. A princess without a kingdom is what she is. So she's just an emo queen, and we love that for her.
We do. We do indeed
And
love
she's
that for
really
her.
protective over Edgar because he is a squishy child, and she needs to make sure he does not get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is the part of the story where we would feel the need probably to heal up after that last battle, but due to a technical glitch, everyone's fully healed. So, um, so mechanically you're healed, but for the sake of the story, you're still going to be a little beat up. How's that sound?
All right,
So,
deal.
as we
Bonnie.
Well,
as
how
we
beat up is
ended,
a little beat up.
well, you said you were gushing blood from the neck, so we can go with that if you'd want. That was your suggestion.
I said, first of all, I said throat.
Um,
They are
fair.
bleeding from the mouth because of their scream spell.
Oh, right.
No.
Anyway, jumping back in as the dust settles on the battle that we just had, the lady, the small, what looks like a child, but they have their hood up. It's hard to really see any features. Kind of tentatively approaches you again. As she reaches up and she pulls her hood down, you see that instead of ears on the side of her head, she has these two kind of rounded bear type ears on the top of her head. Well, thank you for that. Oh, howdy. Sorry, my name's Olivia. Traveling merchant. I got myself in a little bit of a bind there, but I appreciate your assistance. Is everyone okay? I hope you didn't get too hurt on my account.
Yeah, you just see Blair pulls out in a remedy, but it's more so like a throat spray toxin that she just sprays in their mouth.
Liquid Benadryl.
Well, yes,
Throat coat.
Yes.
they have to take care of their voice.
So I'm going to use this opportunity, since you said that, to go ahead and introduce the concept of inventory points. Now, normally this is where we would heal up, but I'm going to say that you're actually using one of your potions, even though we don't know how much HP you actually need. The way this game
Well,
works,
I'm not gonna hold you. I only have 45, so one remedy is completely fair.
okay, fair enough. That's true, and it heals 50. So here's how inventory points work. You don't in this game actually buy things like potions and remedies or anything like that. When you go to a merchant like this, you can spend your zenith, which is your money, your gold, to restock your inventory points. And then when you go to use something, you just spend the amount of inventory points to create that item. So in this case, to use your remedy, you would just spend 3 inventory points in order to do that, instead of having to have pre-purchased a potion.
Oh, that's cool.
So it gives you a little bit more flexibility for that. She kind of just watches this.
Hi, I'm Edgar. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, but hello.
Hi, well, I introduced myself. I'm Olivia.
That's a good
and
point.
You saved my life, so I don't know if we really classify each other as strangers anymore. But
That is exactly what a kid would do. My son went into a bathroom. I said, "Do the strangers," and he started talking to somebody, and he said,
Oh,
"Not strangers anymore," because we introduced each other ourselves. So now we're friends.
Oh, sweetie.
oh, buddy.
technically, right? I suppose.
I mean,
Blair will go to Olivia and gingerly take her hand and give it a nice little polite shake. Say, "Thank you so much for staying out of the way. I'm so glad you're okay. Do you need any healing?"
Oh, no. I'm fine. I was actually going to offer you all some if you needed it, but to be honest, I didn't really get a scratch on me. You guys showed up right in the nick of time.
Oh,
So
well, I'm happy you're all right, Olivia. Do you need an escort out? We can do that after we're done with our business here.
Um,
How about first we approach the subject of where it is you come from? Are you around here? Why were you out here?
Yeah, who are there people to sell in a laser volcano like this?
okay, well, here's the thing. I wasn't exactly trying to sell anything in the laser volcano. And just a quick clarification point. I didn't realize it was a laser volcano when I tried to cut through the crater.
Oh.
I was actually just trying to take a shortcut, and it didn't really work out for me. I was recently in Amorica, and I was traveling to Denova through the woods, but I thought this would be a little quicker. And then I ran into those things. They chased me down here. I found the laser volcano, and well, then now here we are.
You've been to Amarca?
I have. Yeah, I was there recently.
How's it how's it looking?
Well, not great. Actually, it was hard to move wares there. A lot of the citizens are struggling with Zenit these days. Um, the conditions of the general public aren't what you would call ideal.
Yeah.
Are you from there?
You could say that, yeah.
Well, if you're heading that way, just be careful. There's also bandits on the road as you get closer. It's a far cry from what it once was. That's for sure.
Noted.
So, Olivia, what's the plan moving forward? Are you going to be heading back the way you came, or are you planning on going forward?
Well, I would like to continue my journey. Like I said, there's not much more for me back in Amorica, but I need to find my way out of this crater first, and then it's still quite the journey.
Oh,
But I
Cassandra, I'm not gonna, oh, sorry, Psychic, I'm not gonna hold you. Cassandra would be able to see Blair is about to offer their services to protect this young lady.
uh, well, we as a group wish you luck in your journey. However, we have our own goals and ambitions that we must complete first that are of a private matter. As she turns to Blair, that are of a private matter that needs to be done post haste.
Of course, of course. Well, I will be on my way if unless anyone needs anything from me. Um,
I believe we'll
question:
be fine, thank you.
as you go up the crater this way, did you run into anything I should be aware of?
There's a rope ladder there. Well, it's not really a ladder. There's just a rope.
Okay, well,
Blair
I can
will
climb.
give Blair will give the rundown of everything they've dealt with so far.
Okay, okay. I will say this too.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
hmm?
If you wanted to replenish, since you did use a remedy, if
I'm
you
gonna say no.
wanted
Go
to,
ahead, DM. I need this word tapestry before I say something.
if you wanted to replenish your inventory points, you could buy them back for 5 zenith per point. So to get all 3 of yours back, it'd be 15. And she would essentially be restocking you, since she is a traveling merchant.
Okay, so she has potions on her.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
So you
cool.
could buy
Like RP wise.
RP wise, yes, you could buy remedies, you could buy elixirs or tonics. So those are the 3 that we have access to in this module.
I'm doing
Okay,
that. I'm
perfect.
restoring my mana.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess I could also spend the Zenith just to get my IP back then, since I
Yeah.
did spend 3.
Yeah, I did that also.
Yeah. Actually, how much is it?
It's 5 per inventory point.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, 5 per inventory. That's a lot
Yeah.
different than what I thought it was.
Yeah. So if you want 3 inventory points, it's 15.
Yeah, I will have to use both of mine.
Who has spent some? Who is getting inventory points?
I
Wait,
don't think it did.
I have a bunch of Zenit.
Okay. If that's the case,
but
Blair. No.
You can
Blair
share
will pay.
Zenit, but you can't share inventory points. So like you can't take 2 inventory points from one person and 1 from another to make a remedy. But if you wanted to give them Zenit so they could restock, then that you could do.
Yeah. I about to say. Blair won't pay for Edgar. But she will pay
I paid for
for
myself
Cassandra.
already.
She will pay. They will pay for Cassandra, Cassandra or Levine because they are kind of the muscle of their group right now.
Yeah.
If they want it.
you don't need to. I'm
Honestly, can't remember if I got hurt or not. I don't think I did, so I think I'm stocked.
Okay.
I just
I
restocking on
didn't
both
roll
anyway.
well, but I also don't think I got injured at all. So
No, Blair. No, Blair puts a hand on Cassandra's arm and say, "No, it's fine. Besides, if we're going to continue the way we are and not help her, you can at least give me this way to compromise."
Yeah.
And they're gonna pay for Cassandra.
Okay,
adorbs.
that's cute.
Yeah. However, Blair also will give some of her supplies to Olivia just in case.
Okay. As you kind of restock with her, her eyes kind of light up. Oh, well, you all are just making my whole day, aren't you? And she's like counting her coin. I guess this wasn't the worst detour I've ever taken then. She kind of just like puts it in a little bag and ties it up, throws it in this really cute purse that she keeps on at the side. You can tell that it looks handmade and she takes like great care and she's like it looks a little, it's exactly what like a small kid would do. Like they have like a nice like handmade little purse, but they put like weird little stickers all over it and to the point where it looks kind of gaudy and uh just busy, but it seems to be like her pride and joy as she just tucks it in there. Well, again, thank you so much. And if there's anything else you ever need, look me up. I travel around a lot, but I will be in Denova for a while.
Okay.
I'm sure we will.
Please try to be safe.
I always try. She gives you one of those little anime smiles, does this, and turns to walk away.
Very sexy.
Exactly.
As soon as she goes around that corner, I know we just hear the footsteps like stepping. She's getting out of here.
Yeah. She walks off all cool,
away,
and
but
then
somehow the footsteps are getting louder.
Okay. We need to continue forward. Does anyone else need anything?
No, I think I'm good.
No,
Thank you.
not anymore.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, continuing on. Yes?
Yes.
Aye.
Okay. So, just a couple things before we get into this next bit. I just want to make everybody aware of. We are coming into and you're gonna fight something. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. There's gonna be a battle.
Fighting something in a JRPG?
I know. There's some things I just want to make you aware of that I don't think we've really touched on yet. So the Fabula points. So here's one of the coolest things about these things. So you've already used them basically to you've used them to be able to like re-roll and things like that. But
thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, did we have any of those? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, you should have started with I think 3 apiece.
I know. I have to know. I know someone had to spend some.
I think I spent.
I definitely spent one. I spent one.
I think we spent like almost 1 apiece or something like that.
I know I spent one trying to save myself on the airship.
Yes,
Okay.
I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Now
I will go down to 2.
There are some. There's one other really powerful thing you can do, and I think this is where the game really kind of shines. Either of any player can spend 1 Fabula point to introduce a narrative element or alter the scene to their advantage. There's just a couple limitations to this. if whatever change you're proposing affects something that I've introduced or another player's introduced, we have to sign off on it. Okay, you can't introduce something that's conflicted something we've already said. So if I'm like, there's a dragon, you say, no, there's not. You can't spend a ultimate point or Fabula point on that.
Oh, I was so
Counterspell.
I was so looking forward to professionally gaslighting you in your own game that you created.
And any mechanical consequences, I still pick those. So you kind of can change what, like, you could spend a Fabula point to make it start raining right now for whatever reason. The example they give is a player might spend a Fabula point to declare that the villain is secretly another player's father. But in order to do that, I would have to sign off on it because I introduced the NPC, and the player would have to sign off on it. And then
I swear to God, if any of you make Blair's dad evil, I'm going to fucking lose.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. If it does affect another PC, the PC has to agree to it. But once they do, it's canon. So it gives you all basically.
That's bullshit. Well, because you know I'm gonna agree to it. I'm gonna agree to it because I hate. I hate my characters. I want them to suffer.
You do.
Hey,
that's true.
As an example.
So just keep that in mind. It's a very powerful tool. You can introduce all sorts of crazy elements. And as long as it doesn't directly contradict like an NPC or anything, it just happens. Like I don't really have much veto power over it as long as it doesn't contradict or affect one of the villains specifically. So have fun with that. I just wanted to let you all know about that. In the middle of conflicts now, you can use an inventory point. It's an action. That would be to do one of your potions or whatever. And also, if there's something you want to work on that's outside of like the battle. So, for instance, you want to try to you introduce a Fabula point, there's some kind of machine or something, and you want to work on, trying to overload it and make it explode or something. We would do that with like a clock. And instead of doing an attack during your action, you would do an objective. And then we would roll for that, and you would basically be ticking off. You'd have to get so many successes. So it's not too out of the range of something we haven't done before. I'll tell you if what you're trying to do is going to need a clock. And the last one is you can use your action to study, which is basically it's an insight roll. And that would essentially be like in Final Fantasy when you cast scan. Exactly. You get some information about the character's shit. Okay.
Very succinct.
That's good.
Yep.
Yes.
This game is so fun.
Just wanted to make everybody aware of that because I think that some people would have fun making shit up with their Fabula Ultima or their Fabula points. So that's why I mentioned it.
Some people.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Uh-oh. Did we lose Ace?
Some of us
Some people
are susceptible to horrible things happening to our characters because we love it.
Yep.
There are two types of people in this campaign. There are the people who like to agree to things because it is good for story, and then there are those that abuse that.
Listen, I have said this before. Izzy deserves nothing but the worst. He's a piece of shit.
Izzy? No, Izzy was fine.
No, I know.
Okay. So, you continue on. You make your way through the ruins at the bottom of the crater and towards this large dome-shaped building. And now that you're a little closer, you can see that it's made from stone, brass, and streaked by vertical gaps glowing with that purple light, still kind of pulsating out through the cracks that you can see. It looks more like an engine than it does like an actual building that people would live in. As you slowly make your way inside, you see that it consists of one singular circular room. The high roof is supported by this massive central pillar, that's covered with all of these like strange arcane symbols. They're also glowing with that kind of purple energy. Judging by the scraps kind of scattered all around, you would think that this was probably also originally encased in brass, like a lot of the outside of the building. But over time or through whatever magic energy has been radiating out, that has slowly crumbled or chipped away. And you also see that towards the lower section, it's been smashed by like something really, really heavy, like a battering ram or something. But you're not alone in this room. Standing near the pillar is a tall woman with her gray hair kind of tied back into one single braid. In her left hand, she grips this long ivory white spear. Her right hand holds an item that resembles like a large pocket watch. She, like, as you come in, she kind of notices that she is no longer alone. You see from around the other side of the pillar, this large, massive, it kind of looks like something made out of, like the Elonian troopers from before. It looks like something's made out of, like this kind of Magitech armor. And it's just completely onyx black. And it makes its way around the pillar and moves to stand in between you and this lady. As the woman turns to look at you, there's a sad expression on her face. And Cassandra, you recognize this person.
Mm-hmm.
This is Desdemona. This is your mentor. Levine, you also notice that this black Magitech armor worn by this imposing warrior, it reminds you of Amorican craftsmanship, but combined with that Elonian Magitech science. The woman just kind of sighs, especially when she sees you, Cassandra. Well, this is a little unfortunate. I'd prefer to take the compass and avoid any unnecessary violence. I wish we could have met under different circumstances, but I cannot allow you to prevent me from leaving. And now that you've seen my brother and I'm afraid I don't have much choice but to deal with you.
I am going to ask a very fair question, but I am respectfully, Miss Mona, going to ask you to repeat exactly what you just fucking said to me.
Her eyes kind of narrow at you. Why are you even here?
The same
Why
question
are
can
you
be
here?
put forward to yourself. You want to explain to me the words you just said about this being your brother?
Did you take a step towards her? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yep.
The big hulking figure in front of her wavers a little bit, and there's a moment of hesitation. But then it does kind of take a step more towards their sister to shield her from whatever wrath you have coming her way.
Oh yeah, Cass is pissed.
Don't make me choose between the two of you. I have done everything I can to save Tristan, and I'm still trying. She holds up this thing in her hand, this pocket watch. This is the key. We can fully bring him back with this. Instead of... And she looks up at this hulking monstrosity. Instead of what he is now. Just a soul bound to metal and magic.
His soul shouldn't be bound to anything.
I agree. That's why I'm trying to bring him back.
Yet you talk about making a choice between the two, and yet you had no regard for my own feelings when I had to make the same decision.
Would you rather him be gone? Is that really what you want, Cassandra?
I would rather know that decision that I had to make on the spot to protect either of you, I am not going to let his memory be in vain when he begged for me to save your life. So do not make a mockery.
And you made the wrong fucking
me.
choice. You should have saved him.
You
should have saved him, and you know it.
And yet the love that he had for his sister is going to trump a lot more. So the fact that you are treating him this way as a vessel and not just as a soul that was ready to depart for his own sacrifice is a mockery of his memory. So don't you dare speak to me about the difficulties of this decision, because that means nothing to me after what you have put me through.
Big figure is kind of looking back and forth between the two of you. And it just raises its hand towards you, and it just does this almost like calming down motion. He is unable to speak, but he's trying to, not in a condescending way. It looks very loving, but he's trying to plead with you to keep your emotions in check. But he only has so many ways he can do that. So it ends up, however you interpret it, it does end up with this like, calm down. And it does look a little aggressive
sign language.
Since he's just this big onyx black thing of like hunking metal.
Wolf?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't think... Okay, so real quick, would it be fair to say Blair does not know much about Cassandra's backstory?
Blair wouldn't know anything really. The only thing that she would know is that like Cassandra's like Cassandra is the top of the guards for a damn good reason, but we don't know anything about like who she is because she keeps that to herself.
So if that's the case, I think that Blair, they are doing I think they are doing what they always do when dealing with sensitive situations, and they are doing a crisis aversion, and they're trying to look for what is most vulnerable in this moment.
Okay.
So, could I use my move Flash of Genius and roll so I can potentially get a free question?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Okay, it's performing a study action. What is a study action again?
I believe that's the insight.
Okay, so that's going to be 2d10.
Yep, and the target would be 10.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to roll bam. Oh, 2. Okay, perfect. I forgot how this game works.
13. Nice.
Is this good?
That is good. Yep, that works.
Okay, cool. All right. So the way that Flash of Insight works is if you roll a 13 or higher when performing the study action, you may ask the game master one single question about the target of your investigation. The GM answers truthfully. If there is no predetermined answer, the GM invents one on the spot, and that answer becomes the truth from this point on. I'm gonna be honest. Blair isn't interested in this weird family drama. What exactly? What exactly does that compass she's holding do?
The compass that she's holding. Okay, good question.
Because she said this was the key to bringing him back, and Blair immediately clocks onto that.
So let me get the name. This is the Compass of the Beyond, and you would know from the studies that you have read. It's supposed to be just a myth, not something that actually exists. But yet here you are looking at it. It is supposed to be something that allows the wielder to navigate the planes between life and death, to be able to cross over into the land of the dead, and using the compass, find their way back.
Okay, cool. So in theory, she could use this to bring this person's soul back.
She could.
Okay, cool. And is that the point of us being here right now? It's not for this, it's for the harp, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. I think in this moment, Blair thinks like to try to pull Cassandra out of this, but I also think that she realizes that this is far more in-depth and complicated than any of their skills can prepare them for. So I think Cassandra, you see Blair looks to you in a very much like, what are we doing type of way. Because I feel like Blair thinks it would be insulting of you to not that you probably already considered that we are not here for that. So Blair looks to you like, what are we doing? Basically, Blair, you would know that if this is a fight, Blair will fight with you to protect you because Blair cares about you and their team. But I also know that you would probably know like what type of timing your mentor is on in terms of like being able to fight.
I'm curious as a player how Levine is reacting, because didn't you say that the armor was the same colors as Amorica?
It's
How's
obviously a
Levine
blend of Amorican and Elonian tech.
This is outside of the realm of what we were talking about with, using our points to create a storyline. But I think from Levine's backstory, which nobody here really knows, she's basically like a mercenary for hire at this point. She is questioning not how she got this tech, but who gave her that tech. If I were to add flavor to this, in a way that would like create a story, it would be something like a family member that Levine maybe had a part in a betrayal or a destruction. Did not think that far ahead right now in my brain. Betray is basically like trying to start a war because like as we've mentioned, Amorca is struggling and historically Amorca starts wars to be able to sell weaponry. So I think that at this point Levine is like, who is working to start a war from my country? Which one of my siblings or family members did this?
I love that.
I'd say,
yeah, wow, this fantasy country sounds like a shithole.
I would say, Loki, if you're looking to spend the Ultima point, I would just keep it a little vague and be like, I think one of my family members might have sold this to them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think I'd want to spend a family point to say one of Levine's family members is behind this bitch. I forgot her name already. Getting the armor to for this. And it's expressly to start a war with Blair's country. Okay.
Because of that too, because you split the point, not only is that now canon, I'll go ahead and let you create a bond with Desdemona as well.
Boy, nice.
Ooh, Miss Hatred.
And one more question, DM, just like on the back of that flash of insight. Can the compass be used multiple times or just like once? Is it like a charge? What's the T on that?
Yeah, it should be able to be used as long as the wielder possesses it. It is very powerful.
So I'm not gonna hold you. That changes things for Blair a bit because the idea of their enemies being able to bring people back from the dead is horrifying.
Hatred and mistrust. We'll say that.
Go for it. Love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah. So what I think the scene looks like is Blair looking at Cassandra, then Cassandra looking to Levine.
Everybody's just looking at each other. What's Edgar doing?
Yeah.
He brought a pack of minifigs to play with.
Yeah, the Ornithopter and I are building them.
She's definitely. I'm about to say she's definitely on the people who are at war with Blair's country, correct?
It's a safe assumption.
She's
or at least working with them.
At least working with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
The safe assumption is Maya.
Yeah. I think Blair whispers to Cassandra and says, I don't know where we go from here, but we cannot allow an ally of them to have that item.
I thought you were raising your hand. I was like, yes,
Nope.
you can speak. It's fine. Don't be timid.
I agree. They cannot have that.
Sandra, it doesn't have to be like this. We can bring him back together. It can go back to the way it was.
It will never go back to the way it was. She's going to wield her heavy spear in her hands, and her stance has changed. Originally, as she holds her spear, she does a very dragoon-like, where she has it to where the blade is up the top, but she holds it behind her. Now she's changed her stance, and she's got both hands, and she's holding it down forwards towards Desdemona, which I'm going to use one of my Fabula points for your villain as a fun flavor thing. Desdemona is going to recognize that as her own fighting style that Cassandra learnt, and is going to see that Cassandra is more than willing to betray her ideals as a fighter by using her own stance against her, because this is something that Desdemona created, and
I
it wasn't
love that.
learned.
Betsy,
allow
you
it.
gotta tell us about this stance.
I will.
I mean, you can stance if you want to.
I'll allow that, and what I'll do is, because I think that takes her off guard a little bit, I will give whoever's leading the initiative check a +2 bonus on their initiative check.
What do we roll for initiative again?
So you pick one person to lead the initiative check. Everyone else will then make the initiative check, and if you succeed or fail, you get another +1 or +2, and then the leader is the one that makes the deciding factor. They make a roll.
Oh, initiative's a stat. Okay,
Yeah.
My initiative's -2.
Yeah.
So it should
Everyone
not be me.
should be low.
I think mine's
noticed.
the best.
I think you were right.
I have a
Yeah,
minus
the
one.
funniest part, we found that last time, Edgar had the fastest initiative.
And it was still a
As
-1.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still -1.
Is there any way we can help Edgar add a bonus to initiative again?
Yeah, so that's you all make an initiative check.
Okay.
So it'll
We'll
be a
do it.
DC 10 initiative check for everybody but Edgar. Every success gives him a +1. Every failure will give him a -1.
All right, let's roll this -2 initiative, divas.
Hell yeah. You know what? At least I know this one's going to be low, right?
Where's my initiative button?
Under
Yeah,
actions, there's a group check initiative.
Group check initiative.
Check
Okay.
initiative.
Roll.
Under actions. Oh, actions. Group check. Oh, here we go.
Hell yeah.
That's a critical. So I'll give you +2 for that.
Is that not a crit?
No, so the crits are if that's 6 or higher and the dice match.
Okay.
So those are going to balance out because we've got 2 failures and a critical. So it's +2, -2. So those narrow each other out. But the +2 from the Fabula point gives you, I think, an initiative check with a +1 bonus.
Let's
Okay,
go!
that's fair.
That's a lot of wild math.
Is there any other way I could help?
Not for this one.
Not a
Damn. Edgar, I believe in you.
Okay,
Yeah.
The
so
baby.
how do I do my initiative? I do not. Is it the group one also,
Yeah,
or
just
is
do
it?
the the group check initiative should roll it for you.
And it should give you a thing to add a bonus.
Yeah, and put a +1 for your armor bonus thing.
Wouldn't it be
because
plus
That's how I was doing
2
it.
then?
So what'd you
No, because
guys
he had a
get?
-1, so the +2. Yeah.
God, we are slow.
Wait. So
Yeah,
I
so
got
if
the
you have
I got the
-1,
initial.
You have to add 2 to make it a +1.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can
+1.
math.
I can't.
Highest. Okay,
I'm so
+1.
glad someone here can math.
Come on, get
Oh,
a
boy.
30. Get a 30.
Okay.
Oh.
It says success because you put the target as 1, but
Oh.
5 doesn't do it. So even 6. So they are going to win the initiative. So
Yes.
even though she sees that, and then immediately she's kind of taken aback, and then her eyes lock on yours, Cassandra. You would use that against me.
I think
didn't
it's
want it to
fitting
end
since
like
you would
this.
use your own brother against me.
I gave you the choice to join us. And with that, we're gonna enter initiative. So,
Quick sidekick, where the fuck is the Emmy? At this point,
okay. So here's how this is
It
gonna
makes you feel
go.
any better while doing that. I was genuinely getting angry. I could feel my body shaking. I'm like, I need to calm down. This is a game. I need to breathe.
Okay. Oh, why didn't I do that?
Look, sometimes I'm good at what I do, guys. It's okay.
The screen caps of people getting screen caps of my face for this one is on par with some of those horror games.
Okay. I don't know, it's not letting me add a turn, but it's also not letting me redo this initiative. Let's shuffle it. There we go. So, you all can go in any order you want to, but the way that it's going to work is we go back and forth. So Desdemona will get to go first, then one of you. And these creatures get 2 a turn. So then Desdemona will go again, then somebody. It's not letting me do the... I have trouble moving them around, so I'm not going to fool with it. Desdemona, though, is going to act first. As her eyes just immediately lock on you, Cassandra. And she is going to take her first turn and do a magic action. Let's go ahead and roll this. What is your magic defense, Cassandra?
8.
Okay. So she is going to be targeting 3 people with this. So the total's 10. So it'll be against Cassandra, and then I'll roll randomly for the other 2.
I can take it, Quill.
Blair and Levine. I rolled Blair 3 times
really
in a
wanted
row.
to hit Blair.
I know.
That was crazy.
listen, guys. As long as it's not Edgar.
So does a 10 hit your magical defense, everybody?
No.
Okay. So it'll miss you.
Oh, wait,
what about
me? Yes, it does hit me. 7.
Okay. So then
I was reading the wrong thing.
So then I think Blair, you're fine, and then the other 2 are going to take 21 points of damage.
Oh.
Oofadoodles.
Yikes.
God damn.
Yeah, that's a big one. All
I
right.
think it's still broken. Oh, nope.
That'll be her turn. So, it's now your all's turn. Who wants to go first?
Really quick, before we do that, DM, if I wanted to, let's say, be goofy silly and snatch that item out of her hand, what type of check would that be?
I think what this would be, a good place to do one of the clocks. I think that's
good.
She's got a death grip on that.
Yeah, I'm spending an Ultima point to get this done. It's fine. But
Okay.
I want to know what the check is first before I don't want to waste my time by accident.
Well, here's the thing. I think because of how well she's going to be guarding this, I think that you're not going to be able to get it with one action. I think it would be a clock that you'd have to use your objective to work towards. For something like that, I think it'd be like a 6-section clock. So each success would give you 1, and so you can work together on trying to overpower her and get it from her. And crits will fill up 2 sections of the clock.
Okay, and that would probably be what? Dexterity and might?
It depends on what... So you tell me what you're doing to help assist with that clock, and then it depends on whatever you're trying to do to help, then we would determine what the check was.
Are y'all okay not having healing for a bit?
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, cool. I'm going to spend an Ultima point then to have that be it. Funnily enough, I think that everyone expects Cassandra to be the first one to move. I think Blair jumps towards her immediately with kind of like a focus you haven't seen from them before.
Yeah.
They cannot let her leave with that item.
Okay, give me dexterity, because you said you were moving fast, and we'll make the dexterity and insight, I think.
Okay,
and the
cool.
target,
I'll take it.
The target DC on this is 13.
Okay, cool. So D6 and D10. I'll take it. Do I have any moves? Do I have any moves I can take? Oh,
Yeah, psychic.
What's a clock? Because it doesn't say it on the sheet.
You weren't listening to me. So basically, this is an objective you've set up. So now it's essentially you need 6 successes to work for this as a team. So a clock, it's literally just like a little pie graph, and each success is going to fill in one section of that 6-section clock.
Funnily enough, I use clocks all the time when I DM D&D. So 1 second.
So essentially,
I've literally never heard of that term before until today. So cool.
I mentioned it like 20 minutes ago, but that's okay. You don't listen to when I talk.
Yeah, but that was 20 minutes ago on a different clock. I've got a different clock now, so.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that's an objective you're working towards. So instead of attacking, you can work towards that objective. And when you achieve that objective, something will happen.
Really
to
quick.
like good acting and stuff. And to, like,
Really quick. I can use bonds to give myself a bonus, right?
Yes. If the bond is I think it has to be applicable to what you're doing.
Okay, cool. I think, could I argue that my bond with Cassandra would help, because I'm trying to help her in this battle specifically, and her being able to come back from the dead would not be helpful.
Sure. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, cool. I think you just hear her little tiptoeing in her heels, girl, and she's jumping towards that item, trying to snatch it. Okay, so D6 and D10, that's pretty good. And roll, I do get a +1 to this.
Okay.
Ooh, that's hot.
Yay!
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to add the +1, but that's fine.
I think it's good enough. You clear it. So that will be one section of the clock. Also, if every 3 you succeed past it, would give you another section. So you get 1 for passing. If you'd rolled a 16, you would have gotten 2.
Oh, what is it again? It's 14?
The DC was 13.
Oh, 13. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind then.
Okay. I will mark a section on this clock. Is that your turn?
Bonus actions aren't a thing in this game, but can I still do a spell or magic, or would that be it?
No, that would be another action.
Okay, cool. Then I guess I'm about to say, we know that Blair is kind of scrappy and dancer-like, so I think she's doing her best to stay moving and basically scope the scene and be ready to jump in for that item again at an opportune time.
Okay. So, now the initiative goes back to Cassandra. She is going to target Levine. As she turns towards you and she wields her spear around, she's going to do a heart piercer attack. What is your physical defense?
That's rude, first of all. Second of all, it's 11.
11. Okay, let's see.
Oh, samesies.
Okay,
Oh,
that's going to be
bullshit.
19. That's going to hit, I think. So it's
You
going to be
guys should
20
have way
damage.
higher defense. This game was really mean to y'all.
Yeah, this is... I really need healing. Oh, shit.
Damn it. No, Levine!
20 damage. This has been brutal.
Yeah. This is unbalanced, honestly.
Edgar, can you heal at all?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, thank God.
As she runs over and just as she stabs in towards you, you try to jump out of the way, but it gets you between the armor and it hurts. As she pulls it out, she sees that she's struck blood. And she looks again to Cassandra. It didn't have to be this way. You all have the initiative.
Cassandra's gonna be like, you shut your whore mouth.
Oh.
Should
Can I go?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember, the initiative was as soon as they run out of their turns, we can use the rest of ours, right?
Well, it alternates until somebody runs out, right? So
And they have
Tristan
2.
hasn't gone yet either. So after you,
Tristan's gonna be a good boy and sit in the fucking corner while I deal with this bitch.
I don't think Tristan will go for me.
I can hopefully guarantee that I don't think he'll be going for me because I'm not going for him.
Guys, I hate to tell you, he might go for me. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's fair.
His eyes narrow on Edgar.
Okay. First of all, I have a skill that says if I have 35 hit points or less, my attacks deal 6 additional damage, and we're there, baby.
Nice.
We are there, baby. Cool. We're gonna try to hit. So basically, like, okay, we'll see if this hits first, and then we'll add flavor.
Please hit her. Please hit her.
Cassandra's also like, hit her.
Come on, baby.
Do it.
Come on, baby.
I really need you to use your knockback attack.
Come on, baby.
14. Who are you attacking?
Bitch face.
Oh.
Physical attack?
Desdemona.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her defense is 9. So
Excellent. Okay. Beautiful. So that's not.
Right?
That's gonna be 10.
Is it-
So that's 16 damage, physical damage.
Oh,
Because
girl.
I-
Blair pulls out their knife. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. It's an extra 16 damage. So here's what she does, and I think this is very cool because she's got a spear, right?
Yes.
Fuck, this is gonna be cool as hell. This is this is edgelord shit. She's going to grab the spear that's stuck in her and be like, looks like it did, and pull her great sword and slash at Desdemona, like as she's like holding the great sword, like the spear in her, like almost like not really pulling it into herself, but she absolutely that cool shit, and then like stabs into Desdemona.
She's trying to pull away. She can't, and you move so fast as it cuts into her arm. She lets out this scream of pain as eventually she manages to just twist it a little bit, and you involuntarily you don't mean to, but where it cuts your palm, you loosen it just enough to where she pulls it back. Okay. Okay.
Levine, we might need to get you another shield girl.
So it will flip to their turn, and Tristan is going to go now. Let's see. I am gonna roll, but I'm only taking Edgar and Blair. So I'll re-roll anything else.
That's so real.
Blair. Okay.
Everybody else first.
Blair pulls out a cigarette.
Tristan turns around. He noticed that you were trying to steal that from his sister. As he turns around and he starts lumbering towards you as fast as he can. Each footfall leaves this boom, boom. You can hear it echoing throughout the room. He is going to run up and try to get you with his iron gauntlet. What's your defense, Blair?
It's a solid 9. So are you sure that's not a magical attack?
I'm positive it is not a magical attack.
Please miss.
And a 15 will hit you. 18 points of damage.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's lower than I want it to be, but it's not bad.
Okay. That'll be his turn, and that'll switch back to you. So, who is going now?
Minus 18.
Cassandra, do you want to attack, or should I distribute heals?
Feel free to heal. I'm just reading what I want to do with my abilities.
I will spend 3 inventory points to conjure a remedy, and then my Ornithopter will fly over to me. I'll open a compartment on it and put the remedy in there, and I'll close it, and as it flies over towards Miss Fulbright and Cassandra, I will use my Potion Rain, allowing the remedy to heal both of them for 25 each.
Oh, cool.
Oh!
That's cool.
Yeah!
Here, I thought you were just kind of like flavoring it up, but that's awesome. I didn't
No,
realize you
yeah.
had an ability.
Hey, Diva, real quick, Cassandra hasn't taken any damage, right?
Oh no, I took damage before.
Okay, never mind. Heal them. If Blair goes down, they deserve it. Heal these two.
Is spending a Fabula point in action? I feel like it was.
It is, yes.
Okay.
So then it flips back to their turn. That wasn't a spell, was it?
When you spend inventory points to create and use the
Okay.
remedy, no, so it's
It
my
was
8.
not then.
Yeah.
However,
what do
I
we
think
get?
I think Tristan noticed you do that as he turns around and starts thundering towards you. Let's see, what's he gonna do?
Ah,
Wait, don't worry about it.
I have a gun. Don't do it.
He gets close to you and he raises his fists in the air and he slams them down. And as he slams them down, the ground beneath him starts to crack out. This is going to affect you and one other person randomly chosen. Edgar.
Me.
Edgar.
Me.
Edgar. Blair.
And Blair.
Real
Guys.
quick, it is not
Hey.
going to affect Edgar. It is going to affect me instead.
Whoa.
Okay.
When another creature becomes the target of an attack, spell, or other danger, you may take their place. Blah blah blah. If the danger already affects you, it affects you twice. But you didn't roll me, so it's only going to affect me once. But it will not affect Edgar. She's going to jump in the way of Edgar.
Okay. Perfect. What is the lowest of the defenses? Just so I'll set that as the 9, right?
Regular
Yeah.
defense? Yeah.
Yours is 11, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
God damn it.
Okay, that is a crit. So what I'm going to do, so it doesn't necessarily automatically double.
Unbalanced.
It doesn't automatically double damage. It gives what's called like an opportunity. So what I'm going to do, that will hit both of you. So it is going to deal high roll plus 5, 11 points of damage
Jesus.
to both of you.
Can you explain to me how we can use the Fabula points in a battle?
So you can use them like we used before. I mean, you can use them to re-roll. Like if you miss, you can use them to re-roll. You could use them in ways to set up. See, that's the thing, because they won't mechanically affect anything unless I determine they do. So you could have the pillar explode, and then I could determine what that does. Right? You could make the ceiling start to cave in. You know, and then I get to determine how that affects the battle or how that affects like the enemies. But you could have shit like that happen. Just you know what I mean? Whatever you think. Maybe
Yeah, okay.
maybe somehow the guy got your airship fixed, and maybe you had bombs. Maybe he Nozaks the place, right? So.
What that I'm not gonna hold you. That would be a ballsy move.
Look, I will get my bombs eventually, I swear to God.
But as of right now, that was his turn. And I am going to pass it back to you. Who hasn't gone?
Cassandra.
All right,
I
Cassandra.
am going to... she's a spear user. I am going to... I'm going to use one of my skills. I'm going to use Bone Crusher. Which is after you hit, so I need to hit first with your heavy spear, which is Dex and Might. Oh, heavy spear.
Who are you
Command
going
action.
after?
Desmona.
Okay, defense done.
Heavy spear attack. Do I have a bonus to that? +1. Thank God. So, using my Bone Crusher, after you hit a creature with your heavy spear, you may choose to deal no damage. I'm going to choose to do no damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, holding it in her stance, flip the tip of the spear into the ground and use it to kind of flick up the dirt that's currently where we are sitting at the moment to get her in the eyes. And as it does, I'm going to run up to her and have the blade squarely against her neck. Okay. If you do choose one option, the creature suffers dazed, or that creature suffers weak, or they lose 20 mind points. I'm going to hit them with dazed.
Okay. Now I need to look that up and remember what that does. Unless you
no,
you can tell right there.
That's a lie. I'm hitting them with weak. Weak is the point against might, which lowers it by 2, I believe.
Lowers it by 2. Okay.
Which I believe is what you said. If we get hit with an affliction, it lowers that dice roll to the next dice roll down. The D8 goes to a D6.
So let me edit her really quick. So
as she
D8
does this,
so the lowest it can go is a D6, which it is now at.
Yeah, and then watching what's going on, Cassandra is just loud enough that obviously we've realized that Tristan is, able to listen into the conversation. But she's just going to hold up the spear to Desdemona's neck and says, either one of you hurt those children again and you will join your brother in the afterlife.
Don't you threaten me with that. I taught you how to use that. And you can see just a trickle of blood start to pour down, but she does not seem intimidated yet. But you can tell
your own style.
Her grip on her weapon has loosened a bit. As you can see, she is feeling the effects of the battle.
I feel like that would be something probably only Levine and Cassandra would notice, is where the warriors, essentially, we know a fight. I don't feel like Blair or Edgar would probably notice that much detail in the middle of combat.
Blair's getting their ass
I'm gonna shoot it!
Blair's getting their ass kicked. They do not notice.
Okay.
Blair is a sweet girl who needs a stomping every now and again.
Does Edgar watch He-Man or Spider-Man or whatever?
Okay.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Edgar seems like a Spider-Man autist.
Yeah.
I could see that.
So I think that's everybody that's acted now, correct?
Yep. Well, yeah.
So then that will be the top of the round again, which is Desdemona.
This
and
bitch.
I think
Bitches and cream.
I think what's gonna happen, since you're there, and you've got this at her throat, almost blindingly fast, she reaches up and kind of grabs it, just pushing it aside just enough as she takes her spear and tries to drive you through with it. So that will be.
You did it fast.
That'll be a heart piercer. What's your defense?
11.
Okay. And this is lower. 13. So you will take 19 points of damage.
Okay, that's not too bad.
As she stabs into you, and you feel the blade enter as she just pushes it a little deeper. If you're going to threaten somebody, and she twists it just a little bit, make them know you mean it. And she yanks it out of you, and you see some blood splatter out. Your all's initiative.
Okay, can I please take this first action for this one? Because I have if this works, it's brutal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Something that Desdemona taught Cassandra how to use her style as a vanity thing, because she's a real bitch. Something that Cassandra has learned on her own, I am going to use my elemental weapon spell. Which is a target, one weapon equipped by you or one of your allies. This will cost 10 MP. So my 10 MP will go down to 40. And what it does is choose a damage type. All damage dealt by the targeted weapon becomes of the chosen element until the end of the scene, or I can end it when I want. If you cast this spell on the same weapon again, the new element overwrites. If I cast this spell on my heavy spear, I may perform an attack with it on the same action used to cast a spell. While this is up against her neck, you guys are going to watch the tip of the spear basically burst into flames as I'm going to drive it down her body. Just the tip. Which is still going to be a heavy spear attack. +1, because that is what the thing did. I'm using a Fabula point to reroll that. That crit. That not crit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because that is a 1, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is the...
No, it's not.
Which is the D8 one. So I just roll a D8? Or roll again? I forget.
You can roll, I think, reroll one or both. So you can either make the attack again
I'll reroll.
or just reroll. Yeah.
I'll reroll both because they're both pretty shitty numbers.
And I just want to look.
Oh, that hits still, but
That does still hit. That does still hit. There you go. So that would be.
And I rolled a 10, so that is with my heavy spear attacks. That is 10 highest roll plus 12, so 22 fire damage as it bursts into flames, and I'm gonna scrape it lightly along her neck so the tip reaches her neck, and then I'm gonna go down her body
Okay.
as I jump back.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Just like Psychic himself, the spear is flaming.
Spear is flaming. Hey, we were making these jokes yesterday for Golden Vault that Ravnok was using Firefox. I'm like, of course you are.
No, I had to use Firefox because everything was breaking.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ally.
I'm using it again.
Yeah, so it's gonna burst into flames, and this attack will be dealing fire damage for it. And it's going to, so the tip of it is going to scrape along her neck. Deep enough to do damage, but it's fire, so it's probably going to cauterize. And then I'm going to run it down her, like just down her chest and armor. And it's just going to sear.
That is awesome. I'm just trying to look up the little... So there's damage and resistance and stuff like that. But it only uses... It only uses like the little symbol in here. So I want to find the list of symbols because I don't think this one's fire, but I just want to double check. But I don't know where that is.
It looks like a little flame.
It could be interpreted as a flame. This is why I'm like on the fence about it. But I don't think it is. And because it's not jumping out at me, I'm going to say it's not and move on with our lives.
And continuing to try, just like Bubbles, you're on the fence.
So that's going to be 22 damage.
22 fire damage, because when she attacked it, she's like, make sure you mean it. And then just silently, it's just going to click her fingers as it turns into a fire and just rake it down her body.
Oh,
and her neck. And just completely silent. I don't need to say anything to this bitch.
You've got that smell of like burning flesh as it does that. But like you said, it's magical fire. It starts to like cauterize as it goes, like a lightsaber or something. And she like grits her teeth, but doesn't give you the satisfaction of screaming out. Next ability comes back to her. She will use the rest of her mind points, and she will once again cast Ventus. So this is a spell casting ability. This is a spell. It's going to target Cassandra, Edgar, and Levine.
Oh, thank God!
Even though, like, Blair, you get one turn.
Well, I'm trying to be fair. I'm rolling randomly. You know, I'm not. That's why I'm not trying to.
Yeah, we noticed that. Edgar, Blair.
Okay, though. It's an 8. 8 total on that. So that's against your magic.
That is my
Edgar
defense.
is safe.
Okay.
8 is my magic defense. Is it a beats it rule
yes,
like D&D?
it is.
Or?
It is. No. So you'll take 21 points. You'll take 21 points.
Oh.
And then Blair,
Levine, baby, how you doing?
I'm assuming that misses you, though, right?
No, mine's my magic defense is 7. So.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it was Levine. That's right. It definitely misses Blair because it wasn't targeting Blair.
Oofa doodles, everybody. Oofa doodles.
So that's also 21. 21 air damage.
I love that for us.
As the wind kind of whips around and it starts to like just slice through your skin and like it kind of peels away. You can feel like the skin on your lips start to peel away. You know, like it's really cold and like the wind. Oh, I hate that. But it is back to your all's initiative.
Okay. I have just one question. What are all the rules, really quick, what are all the rules for things Fabula points can't do? One more time.
So you can't so you have to get permission before you change anything about a character that someone else owns. So the villain, you can't just be like, I'm spending a Fabula point to say, oh, she's decided she likes us now. You can't do something like that. You can't change something about someone else's character, and you can't contradict something that's already been established.
Okay, cool. I have a very
Can't make
important
anybody
question,
fall in
DM.
love. Can't wish for
And
more
this
wishes.
is going to be very important to what I may or may not do with this Fabula point.
Okay.
Okay. Do we know? Okay. Do we know? Have we? Is there clearly more to this place to explore?
No, this room you're in, this building is just this one room. It's one giant circular room. It looks
Okay.
like the entire purpose of this building was constructed to house this pillar.
Okay. Would you allow me to spend a Fabula point to have something is powering this machine, right?
Something. Yeah.
Would you allow me to change the narrative with a Fabula point to say the harp is what's charging this entire
Absolutely.
thing?
That is the
yes!
perfect use of a Fabula point.
Okay. Blair, everyone, your girl Blair is fucked up. And there
So
has
is
to be
everybody.
something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
There
how am I
has to
feeling
be
about that?
something. There has to be something that they can do. I think that they think back to history lessons, and the only thing Blair would really pay attention to when they were younger was like lore, mythos, and history, and hearing about the harp and not knowing about what it does. But I think the one thing they remember is how it was described specifically. And I think as Blair looks up, they see through maybe some sort of paned glass or something through one of them. In the center, almost like a core, is the harps just splotching with their evil color is purple, right?
It's just the color of arcane, really.
Okay,
in
cool.
this. So,
You just see sparking, almost like lightning, almost like those like lightning balls with the lightning coming off of something in the center is the harp. And I think Blair sees that their friends are in danger and that they need to do something, and not knowing what the cause of any of this was, not knowing what the harp can do. I think you see that Blair bolts towards this machine in the center, and they can't do anything yet, but they know that they have been able to break thick glass with their voice before.
okay.
Well, yeah, because you did it earlier with the scream thing.
Well, yes.
You have located the heart. The harp at the heart
Well,
of the pillar. As it
Yeah.
glows, your focus is just immediately drawn to that, and it's the battle around you even just seems to, against your better judgment, fade away. Things get quiet for a minute as the object that you have spent so much of your recent life searching for lies right beyond your grasp. Is there anything else that you're going to be trying to do with this?
I was like, unless I can cast a spell. No.
Okay. I don't think so. I think the Fabula point's a full action, but I can check that too because we're learning
Listen,
together.
I would love to be able to break this glass right now, but if I can't get the harp right now, there is not really much your girl can do.
Fair. Okay, hold on one second. Spending Fabula points.
I think Cassandra and Desdemona are really sharing some like weirdly intimate bullshit. Levine is holding on ready to stab a bitch, and Edgar's just with his gun like, I will shoot fucking one of you.
I'm chilling. I got full health. I got full mana. This is a great fight.
Listen, friend. We all know that if you had not met her brother, you would have dated her, and that's okay. That's okay.
I think, okay, it doesn't specifically say, and I don't want to spend too much time, so I'm going to say, yeah, the Fabula point, because it's so powerful, it changes so much stuff. I'm going to say that it does use the action.
Cool.
If I'm incorrect about that, I will apologize to you, and it won't affect our
And
lives.
let
anyway.
us know in the comments.
Okay, if that's the case, I think you guys, I think Blair takes a breath and they start letting out a note, and I think just gradually throughout this fight, you all feel tremors in the earth.
Okay. I like that.
Guys, I'm not gonna hold you. This fight is low-key going to murk us. We need to do something.
Well, yeah, and just to be transparent, no one's attacked that much. Like, they don't have a lot of damage because,
Who doesn't? I'm at 16.
no. Like, the bad guys haven't been dealt a lot of damage.
That's
because,
fair.
Cassandra, you used that one and chose not to do the damage, which I think was still probably a good move. But they're not looking that bad yet.
I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate everything about this. I hope we fuck this up. I hope we all die. I hope that's how this ends.
Oh, well, so that's not.
Honestly, though, it would be really iconic though, because like we've not had a TVK. We've only come close, like I think once early in Cooper Quest.
Yeah.
No one has ever actually just straight up.
Edgar, I really need you to put the scope on your pistol and get to popping because.
Okay.
Well, I gotta heal people now.
Somebody has to heal.
So here's the thing. Okay, it's now Tristan's turn. And because of this, and I don't want to be any kind of bad guy, I'm going to do the random roll again, which means it's most likely Edgar.
Please.
I can take it.
It's Blair.
Oh,
no.
God.
Blair, in your momentary distraction, Tristan turns to see that you're looking at this harp. And you don't even hear him coming. As he runs up behind you, what is your physical defense?
It's 9.
Okay. He's going to
Please miss.
Wait.
Please miss. Please miss.
for
Aw.
9. And he's going to
Oh,
do
you can't.
exact. So he
You
hit it
can't do it.
exactly.
Do I have anything that can? No, I don't have anything. It's so interesting. I would
You have
assume
any
that
Fabula
the character would have
points to,
something
like,
that could
bombs?
stop damage, but I can only heal, which is crazy.
What are you whispering there, Sage?
I'm like, is there another family point that I could just be like, haha, silver bombs, fuck you?
No. 16 points of damage. Are you still good?
No, I'm down.
Okay. You're down. So here's what happens when a character goes down. You're not going to like the first part. There's
Oh,
not really any bringing people back in the middle of a battle. Once you're down, you're down.
Interesting.
So here's how this is going to go, though. You have a choice to make when you go to 0 HP. Okay? Your first choice is to surrender. You lose consciousness. You basically drop unconscious. You will receive 2 Fabula points, but you are immune from death. I cannot kill your character if you choose to surrender. Okay, so it's not one of those things like you're down, I can hit you 3 times and you fail all your death saves. This will probably have some consequence toward the party or later down the road, but you will live to fight another day and receive 2 Fabula points right now. Okay? Or you can sacrifice yourself. You will lose your life. This character will die, but you achieve some kind of major victory for the party within the scene.
I wonder what Ace is gonna choose.
Yeah, I wonder what Ace
You can narrate this moment, and you get to kind of narrate something. Think of it kind of like the old limit breaks from Kupo Quest, something crazy, kind of over the top. It even says, we encourage you to go overboard with your description because the character will permanently be lost after this scene. And because they willingly gave up their life, they cannot ever be brought back because they have made their peace and moved on. So those are your 2 choices.
But I
Yeah,
can't.
you know that thing that
Yeah,
Tristan
basically.
got to do, Desdemona, you little cunt?
So basically, if I'm knocked out, I'm basically just out of the fight, period.
Yes. But I don't think you'll be
Okay.
waiting long based on how this is going.
Yeah. I think that Blair sees their friends fighting and sees immediately this thing turns, and I think their eyes immediately go to Edgar. What does Edgar look like in this moment?
Edgar's probably fucking panicking. Trying to get a bunch of remedies ready and get them loaded in the ornithopter.
And I think when Blair sees that, they see Cassandra and Levine fighting, and I think Blair thinks back to a conversation they had with their parent, where they were particularly very angry about not being taken to a diplomat talk between the people they're at war with. And I think that's when they saw, I described this last time, they saw the look of their dad's face when they said that they were just keeping them away for safety, but they saw that what he meant was, I don't trust you to handle this. And I think that Blair thinks to what would be most helpful, and I think that Blair realizes, all things considered, Blair was never going to be a help to the war. But Blair can do this, as you see they put their hand to the machine, and they say, unfortunately for you, I care too much to just let things go. And I think you see that they stand up while Tristan's back is turned, and I think you see that they just punch through the glass and grab the bow as electricity or this magic shunts through their body. And I think there's an explosion of purple light.
Hey, as you hold on to this, as it starts, that energy starts flowing down your hand, you can feel it flowing through your body. And there's a pain, an unbearable pain that flashes quickly but then gives way to this kind of peace. What is the last thought that goes through Blair's mind?
I think Blair sees the destruction of this ancestral kingdom, and it was because of this harp, and because, unlike them, they didn't have the kindness needed to not want for themselves. And I think Blair kind of smiles and says, so it seems like kindness can save the day, at least every once in a while. I think they pluck the string, and the only thing you all hear in this combat is Blair's voice that just simply says, leave. And I think all of the party is shunted back along with the compass, and there's just a giant, almost nuke-like explosion building in this place.
Okay. As you grab this and you say that, the rest of you feel this kind of resonating in your soul almost, as the battle kind of stops, as the eyes turn to Blair, and you just see one last moment as their body glows as this purple energy, and for a moment they look like Terra's true form in Final Fantasy VI. You know what I mean? Like the outline of a person, but just vaguely humanoid. Tristan, having just pounded you and he's walking away, he turns towards you, and as the blast goes off right in his face, you see the metal of his armor explode in all sorts of different directions as it just pops away. Tristan is out of this fight. You can see now the big central pillar is starting to destabilize, and it's cracking, and you see the runes themselves are starting to bend and peel as that purple glow is getting bigger and bigger. Something big is coming. An explosion of epic proportions is on its way. And initiative goes back to you all. What do you all want to do?
Heal?
Go home.
Go home.
You have been pushed back, like toward the edge of this room, so it is easy to go. But Tristan's out, but Desdemona is still there,
and she is at least a little hurt.
She is hurt, and at this point, I am also going to I'm going to lower her willpower as well by 1 because she just witnessed her brother explode. Everything that she's been trying and thriving for. So her willpower will also drop down. I don't remember the name of that condition, but that's what's happening.
Shaken.
Shaken. She is shaken. As she almost drops her spear as she just screams Tristan's name
here's a fun thing to introduce because I applied her with weak, and she is shaken. So now is she then technically poisoned?
I
it seems like those two connect into the other one.
Not so. If you're poisoned, it lowers both. But if you're shaken and weakened, it doesn't necessarily mean you're poisoned. But
I was going to make a joke about
mechanically
poisoning my spear into her throat.
Well, is it? Do you have the initiative? Can you go?
No.
You already went
Yeah,
this
we
turn.
do, but it's up to them.
I think, because now we don't have to worry about 2 extra rounds.
Mm-hmm.
I think
So
Levine is.
You two will go back to back now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Levine is going to scream. Just pure. This is very much like she has seen a lot of shit. And so she's going to scream and just sort of like go all out. Number 1, I am below 35, so I do get an extra +6 damage. And I'm also going to, because I know I'm about to be healed, so this is fine, hopefully. If I have at least 6 hit points, I may use an action and spend 5 hit points to do a Shadow Strike, which deals an additional 6 damage on top of that. That's Dark type.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm going to Shadow Strike her. So let's hope this works. I have 2 Fabula points, so we'll reroll it. Oh wait.
Okay.
What was that? Did that work?
No,
I don't
you
think
just. I don't know what you just rolled.
I
just.
I have no idea. It said Shadow Strike SL +1. That's right. I'm just gonna
roll the attack like normal. And I guess does this count as a magic attack? They're both 9.
Oh,
that's a crit.
Sorry.
So that
That's
is
a
going to
crit.
be +12. So that's 22 total damage. 6 of that is dark, if that
Awesome.
matters.
Let me see. There's I think there's a couple
Okay.
things you can do. Go ahead. Say what you're
It
going to
says
say.
in
while I
your
look this up.
attack, roll your current might die and lose an amount of hit points equal to the number rolled. So you only lose 1 hit point.
Yay!
And
Oh,
you do all
okay.
that damage.
That's
Because
cool.
I just had to look at it then. Yeah,
So
because I was like, this sounds like
okay.
a Dark Knight thing.
That's cool as fuck.
What's it says? Yeah.
Dope as hell, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. Can I play Levine next time?
This is you guys give me these hit hard characters.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna hit hard.
gravitate towards them. You seem to really
know.
like them.
I'm really good at it.
Let's see. Critical success 40. Let me see real quick. So you got a couple options, I think. When both the
Hey,
die
that's
during the
great.
check show the same number. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh shit!
Uh,
So I get extra on top of the already base 16 or
So, yeah,
22 damage.
You'll get to an opportunity. Okay, so you get to pick a couple things. I'll read you out a couple. Because if you roll a critical success, it doesn't necessarily just double the damage. You get a couple of different opportunities you can do. You can give advantage, so the next check performed by you or an ally will receive +4. You can give the creature an affliction, dazed, shaken, slow, or weak. You can create a bond towards someone. You can choose a creature present on the scene. They make a compromising statement chosen by the person who controls them. That doesn't seem like it would work. These don't.
Okay. Maybe
No,
the
no.
compromising statement is if you're in a conversation with someone
Yes.
and you roll a good
Yeah.
convince. Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
just
they're
meant
like,
like
okay,
in this
you know what?
situation, the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of these. Yeah, so it'd be probably
okay,
one of
yeah,
those
sorry.
first 3.
Sorry.
So like advantage, you could give advantage, an affliction, or create a bond.
I guess I will give an advantage to Cassandra. I think this is I think we're sort of happy pride, everybody. We're double teaming her. So I think this basically is is creating like a flank, basically. So I think that would just give an advantage to Cassandra.
Okay, so that was
That's
minus. So 16
Sorry.
damage, right?
12 or 22. So it was 10 damage plus 6 plus 6. So 10
How much of
plus
that
12.
was? How much of that was
damage.
dark damage?
6 of that was dark damage.
Okay, she's vulnerable to dark damage, so she'll take an
Ooh.
additional 6 on top of that.
Cool.
So that's
6 times
12.
3.
Amazing.
Okay. And you notice this too, as you drive this into her, you can see the effect of the magic almost immediately. Where the skin where you cut, it starts to like turn the veins underneath it kind of black as her hand kind of crimps up, and she looks down at it almost in shock, and then looks up at you, and your eyes lock for a second. And for the first time in this fight, she looks scared.
Good. Bitch.
Okay, now it goes to Edgar. You have you get to go now because Tristan is out of this fight.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Dormammu.
Can I spend a Fabula point and all 5 of my inventory points to like supercharge my potion rain, so that way it won't dilute the healing and the remedy fully affects both characters?
You know what? Let's do it.
In one shot.
I'll
Fuck
allow
yeah.
it. What'd you say? It's a one shot?
It's a one shot. Yeah.
We'll do whatever.
Hell yeah. All right,
spending all of your inventory points and a Fabula point, I think, is fair. I think that's a fair trade for this. So,
and a 50-point heal will go to both Cassandra and Miss Fulbright.
Ooh, hell yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying Blair died for our sins, so I feel like the least you can do is allow him to make the trade.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're saying a lot of shit for a dead bitch.
Oh.
Okay, it's the top of the round again, which means it is Desdemona's turn. And I will roll to see who she attacks. Levine. I think that makes sense, considering what just happened. She is going to try her Heart Piercer at you again. And your defense is 11?
11.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. That is a crit. Now I have to look this
up. Only fair.
Because I think the villains get different.
Oh, God.
I think they get different ones. Good Lord.
Villains deal double damage.
Maybe, yeah. We'll see.
I swear to God.
I think they didn't do the double damage one for a reason, because the damage is already kind of, a
little rough. Yeah.
Little rough. Give me double damage.
But you will be taking, what is it? 8, so 6 plus 12, 18 damage. So go ahead and do that.
Good thing I was healed up completely.
Yeah, that probably would have taken you down, right?
No, I was still okay, but it would have been hard.
I'm going to go ahead and just use the same one I did. Her next attack will have a +4. I'll use the advantage opportunity.
Okay.
Back to you all.
Okay, may I?
No.
Probably not.
Yes.
Oh, God, no, fuck you. I am going to spend 10 MP. I'm going to change the element. Because I can't not. It's a JRPG. I'm changing the element to Earth. So as it starts to fire up, Cassandra's spear is just going to start to... the fire's going to dwindle down a little bit, and it's going to become this slick black oil, and it's going to start to cross. It's going to start to harden up. Because it's earth, and oil is in the earth, and that's what I thought of. Does it work? Not really. Doesn't matter. Also not really.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's cool. It's a JRPG. It doesn't have to make that much sense.
Yeah, I've already set the bitch on fire. Now I'm just gonna give her the accelerant and watch her burn. No, so I am going to obviously use that spell. I am going to attack now with my heavy spear attack, and I get +4 on top of.
You get a +4.
Whatever it gets.
Yes.
Okay, and the difficulty. Her defense is 9, right?
Her defense is 9. You almost can't miss this.
I really need to fuck this up. No, I did. Oh, I nearly crit. That would be so nice.
You almost did. So that's still 19?
So 7 plus 12. Yeah, so 19 earth damage.
Okay. 19 earth damage. Perfect. It's her turn, and I think at this point... No, I'm still gonna roll for it because there's a 1 in 3 chance it's devastating.
I feel like I'm gonna like stab into it. That's unfair. That's not right.
Cassandra.
How dare you attack me twice?
She
For
turns
the oil
towards
and
you.
that, I'm just gonna like stab it into her. Just like
As you
"Ying."
do, she almost spins around like almost immediately. You stab her, and she just spins around instinctively, slashing towards you. She is going to get the what's your 9?
My defense is 11.
11. She's going to get her +4 on this too, though.
Wait, did you use your advantage that I gave you, by the way?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, my brain.
13 because of
turning
the damage, but it's still kind of low. It's only 16 points of damage.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Why are you fighting me? We want the same thing. We want him back.
You want him back because you weren't in charge of the decision to be made. I've made peace with his memory, and he chose your life over his, so I am honoring that by allowing him to be at peace. You can't comprehend that subject because you have never let anyone be at peace. So that you can die like he did and accept it.
You all have the initiative.
Miss Fulbright, do you want to stab or should I shoot?
I want to see Edgar shoot. He hasn't done it yet. Although, I don't know. Do what you want.
Wait, is it my turn then?
Yeah, it's your or Edgar's turn, right? Has anybody gone yet? Oh, yeah. Cassandra just stabbed.
Cassandra did, yeah.
You know, it
And
might
she
be
just
fun.
stabbed.
Edgar, you haven't had a chance to actually battle yet. Why don't you give it a shot?
Fire!
Hey!
Okay.
Pod initiative, Fabula point.
Shot.
Go for it.
Pistol attack! Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
7. It misses.
Oh, shit.
Just
Reroll! There's a Fabula point to reroll. If you have one.
Oh, yeah. You can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use my last Fabula point.
I really want Edgar to hit something.
Show me a crit, baby. Do I want to reroll? Yeah, I do. Okay, I'll reroll the entire thing. Whee! Oh, that's a lot
so
better.
close. But that is 18 points
18.
of damage. Okay. 18 points of damage.
Madam, can you just give up, please? I'm tired.
Just lay down.
So,
Lay down and die already.
Blair are over there having a tea party, watching everything go down.
Edgar, as
Yeah.
you see all this going along, like your friend battle, they're all right there together in this horrible melee. You see blood flying everywhere, slashes and counterattacks going, and you see your shot. She doesn't notice you at all. As you level your gun, what does it look like when you shoot her?
Oh my god. This is as I level my gun and shoot, I'm panicking, noticing Blair, or what's her name? Blair? Yeah, Miss
Yes,
Claremont's
Blair.
body on the ground, blood everywhere, I can't heal anymore. I just kind of panic shoot, but my ornithopter comes and grabs the bullet and speeds with it and hits an open wound that Cassandra and Miss Fulbright have been working on.
Hey, perfect. You know, like as soon as you let it go, like you start cursing yourself until the ornithopter, it kind of picks it up and then it almost drops it like a bomb, like as it drives by. We're getting the bomb in here. And you see it hits right in the part of the arm where the dark damage had been dealt. As it hits there, and you can see her arm just immediately kind of fly open, dropping her weapon. And you see this pool of blackened blood start to pour out as whatever that magical corruption that Levine did is still kind of bleeding out. That was enough to finish this battle, and now you're going to learn that you have Fabula points, and villains have Ultima points. And in this case,
Fabula Ultima.
In this case, here's the thing with Ultima points for villains, though. They never recharge. So if they use them and 27 sessions go by, they don't ever get them back. The only way to fully kill a villain, though, is to have them deplete their Ultima points. Because they can always use one Ultima point to escape the scene. As she looks down and she turns around and she sees this starting to pulse and like dangerously oscillate towards an explosion. And she realizes that she is not going to win this fight. She takes the compass, which you did not manage to get from her yet. But she holds it close to her chest.
GM!
Yes?
As I died, I said that my explosion pushes them all back and the compass out of her hand.
Okay. She scoops
did.
the
I think
compass
he
up
did.
with her Ultima point.
Oh, so you hate me now. Okay, it's fine. Everyone, this is what Wolf thinks of pride.
All right, I'll make you this. If anybody has a Fabula point to spend, they could have grabbed this first.
I do.
Anyone still has a Fabula point? Okay.
I have a Fabula point.
Spend the Fabula point, and I'll give you that only because Blair sacrificed herself, and I don't want Ace thinking that I'm homophobic or anything.
I love how that's the main reason. You're such a good ally.
Yeah, no, if it was July 1st, you could go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're lucky we played this in June. So she looks down and she realizes that she doesn't have it. You having retrieved the compass from her. But she knows that this is not going in her way. She takes her spear and it looks like she's about to attack you. And instead she turns at the last second and chucks the spear right at the open point in the where the harp was. And as it flies in, it kind of hits and goes through the crumbling crumbling column in the middle, and the two pieces start to collide into each other as she uses this distraction to duck and run. And when it hits, the explosion begins. I'm gonna need everybody right now to get the fuck out of this room.
Yep.
So here's what I need. I'm going to need probably a dexterity. And definitely dexterity. You can do dex if you want. Or I could argue for insight, trying to find the best path and the quickest way out.
Guys, as long as Edgar survives, it'll be okay.
Might will work too, if you want to do that.
Might dex.
DC 10.
DC 10. I'm dexing this.
Same, double dex.
Double dex.
Might.
Oh, we got a double. Are these what? No, there's no fucking way that was 3 crits.
Good shit.
Happy
guys.
Pride Month, bitch! We even let the ally have it. We let him.
That was 3.
That was
crits
crazy.
in a row.
Can I add a little bit of flavor just because we got 3 crits?
Fucking absolutely.
We can start flying if you want. Fuck it.
Levine picks up the body
Like,
of Blair, scoops
Okay.
up Blair, and gently throws her corpse over her shoulder.
I think there's one of those moments where this starts happening and the two of you start to flee, but Levine starts to run in the other direction. And as you two of you get to the door and turn around, you see she picks up Blair, throws her over her shoulder, and then starts running as fast as she can with this arcane energy nipping at her heels the entire time. You can feel the hairs on the back of your neck standing up, and you can feel the cloak that you're wearing kind of getting pulled back, and the fringes of it start to peel away as the arcane magic just eats through it. Yes?
Help with that, and because it sounds cool, because Cassandra wouldn't have just ran. I feel like she would be a bit frozen in place, knowing everything that's just happened. It would have just hit her, everything that just happened. So I feel like she wouldn't have moved at first. Edgar definitely was like, we need to get the fuck out of here, bitch. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I feel like Cassandra probably would have been, panic-stricken at first. seeing Levine pick up Blair, and then like only at that point go to move into action. I feel like with her crit for it, while watching this explosion coming towards Levine, to make it easy for us and give us more time, Cassandra is going to use the MP to change the element to her weapon, and is going to use it as a bolt, as a conduit. So she's going to throw her spear back. She's going to lose her spear. This is a one shot. I don't fucking care. She's going to lose her spear, but she's going to like launch her spear behind Levine, and be able to use that with the bolt as a conduit to kind of like hold on to some of the energy to give us more time to get out.
Okay, and you can see you can see part of the energy kind of like as the bolt goes through, it almost pulls it back like a black hole for a moment. Like shooting into like water or something, you can like that slow motion effect, which does buy you just enough time because you see that wave of magic almost overtake Levine, and then with that just withdraw just enough for the three of you to make it through the door. As you basically like take shelter on the side of the door, you can see this arcane energy blast out, and you kind of stand there as you feel the rush of this go past you. It's blowing your hair as you're all just like back up against the wall, and it's inches from your face until eventually it dissipates. Time, who knows how long this took. It felt like an eternity, and you can still almost taste like electricity, if that makes sense, from just the pure magic floating around in the air. But eventually, the rush of arcane energy dissipates. And in all of the chaos and confusion, Desdemona has managed to escape.
Lovely.
Cool.
As you start making your way back towards the crater's entrance, you hear a noise, a familiar noise, as you look up and see, plastered against the bright blue sky, this dingy, patched up airship, just hovering, barely held together with like duct tape, just above the crater's entrance. And you see the pilot leaning down. I got her in the air. Did you find what you needed?
No!
It's not stable either. It's kind of doing this back and forth, and it dips a little bit, and he's like, oh, shit. He kind of pulls it back up. But the airship is functional. Do you need more time, or?
He's got to see the corpse on Levine's shoulder.
I don't think he notices yet. I mean, he's still trying to keep this thing in the air, but he will definitely notice if you go up on the airship with him.
Yeah, I think. No, we did get the harp. We did it, didn't we? Wasn't that part of it?
Blair is still.
So we did get what we needed.
Oh,
yeah.
Blair is still clutching the heart, and there is a slight smile on their face.
No.
They seem to have died in peace.
Yeah, we got the harp. Please let us up.
All right, be careful. And he throws down this really long rope ladder, and it's swaying so dangerously as this thing. It'd probably be safer to walk, but hey, this is more fun.
Cassandra's going to look at Levine and say, are you alright to climb with her?
Yeah, I got it, thanks. She ain't heavy.
Edgar,
or they ain't heavy.
They ain't heavy. Edgar, come here, please. Cassandra's gonna grab hold of him and like heft him up, so he's also just like hungover.
I can carry all three of them like Andre the Giant in Princess.
Well, right? Cassandra's kind of done with like this whole shit. She's done with this shit. She like grabs Edgar under her arm and just because she's a dragoon, she just jumps onto the edge.
Took me a while to make that ladder,
like-
but okay.
A brief moment of Edgar just
Yeah.
Eventually, you all make it back onto the airship, and he starts to pull it away, and it's very jerky now. It's like in a constant state of turbulence now. As it's, I don't know why, and you don't know why either, but it constantly makes the sound of a car backfiring, even though you don't really know why or where that's coming from.
The car is.
But he finally gets it stabilized and turns around, and at this point, he recognizes Blair. Oh my, what happened?
She gave up everything to make sure we got this, so let's get her home safe.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Did they at least find what they were looking for before it happened?
Yep, we got it.
Okay. Let's take them home then. And he starts to fly off into the distance. At this point, as you sail home, with everything kind of weighing down on you, Levine, you hear a noise in your head. Now that you have the compass, please. I don't want this. She was right, Cassandra, she's right. But I'm trapped now. Trapped in this tiny device. You realize the voice emanating from, only into your head, but coming from the compass you now hold. As Tristan pleads with you, find a way, please. Let me go. And that's where we will end our duology here,
What a twist!
as you sail off back to Denova. And that was our Fabula Ultima introduction.
Yay!
Hey Wolf.
Yes,
We need
yes,
to play
yes.
this game. We need to play this game.
I did enjoy this game. I did. Also, really quick, I wanna give a quick shout out because I think it's Nettle Fave VT or Fave VT. They rated us.
Hey, we get a raid!
Yeah, we got a raid
Nice.
in the middle of that. So thanks for that. Thank you for checking that out. But yes, I enjoyed this game, and I think it'd be interesting with characters of yourselves and actually leveling up. But
More specifically, actually, no, I'm going to bring this up in the post show.
okay, then. Well, let's go ahead and get to that then. So thank you all for watching. We will see you, for Fabula Ultima in the future. I don't know when yet. This is the last one we had scheduled, but depending on who wants to play, we'll probably try to schedule some again in the future. But that'll be it for me for this week. I'm finally done. This was a long week of streams. But next week we're back. We've got Final Fantasy XIV Tabletop RPG on Monday, and then Strahd on Wednesday, and Temptations on Thursday. Right? That's
Oh,
next
totally
week.
forgot. I was going to make a joke about, like, we don't have to worry too much about Blair because we've already got a coffin in Ravenloft. So, like, we're sorted.
Well, it's true. We'll just take her there. So look for Blair.
Yeah.
Oh, we can bring her back as like a vampire or something.
Yeah.
Ray's dead. So yeah, check that out. We are gonna do a quick post show because I see that Ace has some things he'd like to say. And so if you want to do that, we do have a Patreon where we put the post shows up, and it's basically just where we decompress for a little bit, get way off topic, talk about stuff we probably wouldn't talk about on stream. But you can check that out. Wolfkin's TTRPG on Patreon. Or if you enjoyed this, thank you. If you came over from the raid and enjoyed this, if you want to hop in the Discord and just chat with us, or if you're even interested in playing games, let us know. So the link to the Discord should be on the Twitch or in the description of the YouTube video. But until next time, everybody, this is close enough to Kupo Quest. I can say Lally Ho and have a great night.
I
It's Kubo Quest adjacent.